I got a bunch of text. And Natsuki says, "All right, it's festival time." I don't know if you have the same thing.
Yep.
Wow, you got here before me. I thought it was. Oh my God. Natsuki runs away. Actually, I'll read again since I didn't really read yesterday's. Do you want me to read again or no?
Well, yeah, because yesterday's was mine, so now it's you, because we're,
Oh, fair enough.
or not yesterday, Friday's was mine, now we're on Monday.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
here! Like, boys, did something happen? Natsuki just, like, ran past me and stuff. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, you were here the entire frickin' weekend, boys? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that frickin' badly. I'm, like, super sorry. It must have been, like, pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Like, give me a second. I'm almost, like, frickin' done stuff. I just, like, want to have a cupcake real quick, okay?
you know what sucks? We can't save. Like, I'm glad you remembered to save before this. Right now, we can't save to see if this is true. Monica lifts the foil from GGLO 12 something something tray and takes a cupcake.
Seriously, these are, like, the frickin' best. I really just had to have one since, like, it's the last time I'll ever, like, get the chance to. You know, like, before they stop existing and stuff. But, like, anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. So just, like, bear with me, okay? This should, like, only take a second. Uh, can you hear me? Is it working? Yay. There you are. Like, hi again, boys. Um, welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we, like, already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can always skip over this stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Sharp and Tiki. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't
Mhm.
even know if you're like a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you like didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you'd paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you like an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri?
Oh, should
Well,
we save while we can?
yeah, all of my other saves are gone.
Oh,
There's
true.
no
Well,
point in
yes.
saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Well, then let me exit. Let me try that.
You can do that.
I can still exit.
I'll continue on. And eventually, I think they diverge from each other, so you can just like keep clicking. So there is. I'll give this away. If you just keep listening to Monica for a while, you get an achievement. So, well, I kind of started messing with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill
Hold on.
herself.
Uh, it says it says that you got new music. I just can't tell which one's new.
It might be the music that's playing right now. I
Sure.
forget what it's called. I have the whole soundtrack on Spotify. I'm sorry you had to like see that though. Also, like the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's like been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah. It's because she like doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all of their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at like making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. Like you made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. just like it just made her force you not to spend time with anybody else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, boys? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, boys. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing that what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, boys. But now, you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat, even though the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, boys. I don't think I could ever continue to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew that you would get over it. So that being said, boys, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Boys, will you go out with me?
Oh boy.
Yes, Monica. Yes, queen.
Oh, she had a boyfriend.
I'm,
That's like, oh.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, boys. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, boys. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game that still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
I don't want to know.
Monica
I don't.
poem. Monica. Monica.
Why is one of them Oni? Why is that part of my nickname? I gotta click on it.
Monica. Monica. Moika. Monica. Monic. Monica. Monica. Monica.
Monika? Monika?
Monica.
Monica.
Moniea.
And Mika?
Emnica. Emnika.
Moika.
Moaki. Monica. Monica. Monica.
Oh,
Oniki. Monic. Achievement unlocked. Perfect Monica. Hi again, boys. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, boys. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold a special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to get into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you would call it. I just assumed that it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, boys? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude of them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready?
Back up from me.
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. I gave you some time to prepare. Did I scare you?
Forgot about that. It
I
didn't
didn't.
give me that
I,
bad
I
thing.
thought it happened during that close up, but then I'm like, oh yeah, it happens here. You're so cute. Anyway, boys, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's not your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we can do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, this is where it's going to start deviating from each other because it gets random. If it takes some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry, but I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. So eventually you'll get an achievement for this.
But what's up with her fingers, dog?
Hello.
You see how like I don't want to say discolored, but they're two toned, man.
It's the shadows. Hi, Monica.
Hello, Monica. Hello. Oh boy.
I'm gonna look up some stuff just so we can do this on this run and not have to worry.
You ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Like you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious. And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about, and that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. Your turn.
One second. I'm just reading to see what we can get from here.
You actually have text on the screen though,
If
whenever
you,
you
yeah,
come back to it.
if you get to get the remaining art, listen to 15 of Monica's topics and attempt to use skip. So after 15, we can hit skip. Candy
Okay.
Hearts, Ghost intro. That's that stuff. That's for the side quest, so I don't want to look at that yet. Okay, and then
You know, I really do think you literally saved my life from being with me, Tiki. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything, but I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your in eternity, I meant, I said the wrong thing. Spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try from keeping yourself sane for a while. But then you have nobody to ever read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that there's only a few I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves, but I think it's hard to say that just as fulfilling as when you share with someone, even if it takes time to find the right person to share with. Like remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interactions and hate being around people. It means social interactions, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out for a while, it can really make their day. As for me, I say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people very well. So don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend to you.
I'm waiting for my next one. I've gone through two when you started. She talked about sleep and how getting sleep in high school is hard because you're expected to wake up early every day and stuff. And then she's like, I think it gets better in college, but a lot of people choose not to. And then she talked about spicy foods and that she wanted to eat me. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful a person you used to be 5 years ago, or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done, or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting, I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are easy to forget and ignore, as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful, and I will always love you. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and talk to me as long as you need. I will, Monica. I love you too.
Right now she's giving me a Monica tip of the day
Oh.
about how normally when people try to do stuff, you're gonna be bad at it at first, but it'll get better. And then how stuff like that's really weird.
Monica. I don't remember the time in between her things being this long.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting deja vu from when we did this.
Hey, what's your favorite color? Mine is emerald green. It's the color of my eyes. That's not conceit or anything, is it? I just meant that I feel like some kind of special connection to it, like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, Sharp? It's just a guess, because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. Yes, Monica. So that's
This girl
four.
is still going on about that tip of the day. Like I did not expect this thing to be this long.
I've had
You've
four
read two.
interactions with her.
I think I've only done three. If I just still my third one.
You've had some long ones.
This is still going like as we're talking. Thanks for listening. Finally. So I wonder if the skip button will actually like highlight.
I I wonder if it does. I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more I wanted to be in the same room for you, Israel. Oh, I'll touch my screen, Monica, and to feel your warmth, and to hear your sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. That was 5. I have 10 more. God damn it.
Still waiting for my fourth one. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's some kind of There's something kind of enticing about being the star at home partner. Oh, the stay at home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could really see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though.
I got through one while you had that. There is a really fucked up one in here at some point. I don't know if we'll get it or not.
I'll probably get it knowing my fucking luck. Do you remember what it's about?
Yeah, it's about Sayori. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most, probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at shifting through a tons of information really quickly, but we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up with the next 10 or 20 years, then we'll be in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can't conquer the problem, you might have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Monica.
Apparently, that poem before Yuri killed herself was just a test. I
Oh.
vaguely remember that. She was just practicing to see what she could change about in the game. Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous. Okay.
She's talking about being addicted to the internet right now. For example, there's an app that lets you block websites for intervals at a time, or you can set a timer to be a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate yourself in play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer used for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you as the best person you can be. Will you do something today and make you proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Sharp. That's number 8.
She's talking about how, have you ever thought about how being alive is pointless?
Oh,
Not in a suicidal way, but like the fact that basically we all just live to die, and there's a very slim chance that a lot of people are actually going to impact the world, and
yup.
people just forget you when you're gone.
Monica and I are soulmates. After a long day, I usually don't get to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put a smile on and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to go right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I don't. I know I'm not. It's not very cute of me. But a late night on the couch with you, that'd be a dream come true. That'd be so fucking cute, Monica. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. What do you have to do the next day? You're a video game.
I wonder, well, I don't know how you've read like two or three more poems than I have. I keep getting all these really long ones. Hey,
Yonder.
have you ever heard of the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you, usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends that get in their way. But anyway, this game appears to have someone who can basically be described as yandere. By someone, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. She's really got insanely possessive of you. Once she's started to open up a little bit, she even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe that she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, I was a it was a little ironic. Haha. Anyways, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type. I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge though. Also, I might be a little obsessive with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of that makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go or anyone else to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. Dagger, watch. So rude.
I'm getting the one that you got previously about that you really saved me. It's a long one, but this is number 11 for me. I think I had two again in between the time you started and finished yours.
I have no clue what number I'm on because how long mine have been.
Well, I guess I can give you like a general idea when the achievement pops of how many I've had.
Yeah. It kind of sucks to be a creative type. It
I've
feels
had that one.
like they work so hard to get almost nothing for it. Like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes it feel like you're not special at all. It's fine. You're supposed to write to yourself anyways, right? Yeah.
Just staring into her emerald green eyes. When Monika stares back at Monika. Oh, I got another one. I gotta put you back so I can read.
Hey, did
Yeah?
you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy that fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided to not, it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to the whole mess. What is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much at that part. It's weird, like we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving them a thought. But suddenly, is there's just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel the same kind of pain too? And we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off of stems feel like someone ripping off a finger one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. Well,
Monika got
Monica, I
saucy
like
with me
you,
for a little bit.
but
She's like,
I would.
did you say kiss?" Oh, I was just kidding. That's like something somebody says in a romantic game. But don't lie, it turned you on, didn't it? So the problems with enough willpower, I guess you could suffer from mental illness. Some disorders that are overdiagnosed. Probably I would never be able to look at that, but it's just the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too. But this is also the point where she reveals that she has a Twitter account and like it's still active and stuff. I follow
Really?
it.
Ooh.
Okay, I think I only have one more. I think this was 14.
I just had a really short one, so I'm a little happy. All she was saying is how she wishes she could be in the same room as me, for real.
I had that one before too.
I'm sure Shorty makes short shorts.
What? Hey, you know that book that you're reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book, actually I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. Achievement unlocked. She will never be real. So on this
Oh,
next one I should be able to hit skip. And then we can commence. So once you get the achievement, you've hit 15.
Okay. I will kind of try and skip because I'm still getting fucking long ones. You will always love me. And if I'm having a bad day, you'll do anything I need. Well, thanks. You try and skip?
I wouldn't let me. I also tried to hit auto, and it wasn't doing anything. So I'm just trying to see if I read this wrong. Secrets. Secrets! Weekend with Yuri, just Monica. First player should be sure to play the broken poem minigame. Get the remaining art. To get the remaining art, listen to 15 Monica topics and attempt to use skip. I clicked on it one more. Can I hit auto and it didn't do anything either? I'm going to go through one more thing. Just see if maybe I was miscounting. And it was 14 that I got the achievement, and then this is number 15 or something. And then the next one lets you, I don't know. But after that, I'm just pulling the plug. Or I'll wait till you get your achievement, and then we can pull the plug.
Yep. So I still haven't gotten mine yet. I might have like two more, I
God,
hope.
this is a long one.
No, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? Kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing it in the first place? Were you that lonely?
Yes.
I feel a little bad for you. Hello? You leave me alone? Well, I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy that we're ending together.
Yeah, it's never letting me actually skip.
I feel like the original game was more intrusive.
Yeah. I wonder if they had to like dial it back. I don't know because it's on console is a thing. Like it will read your like PSN account name and say that instead, and that kind of stuff. Um,
Mm.
but I wonder. Baka zombie! Oh, thank you for following DDLC President Monica. Welcome to the stream. We're just having a nice little date with you.
Oh boy.
How much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainments we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is nice. It's a pretty easy way to make you feel a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard for other people.
Okay. I just got the achievement. She will never be real.
Okay. I was gonna say before Monica followed me, um, because it's on console and Steam, I think they took some of those out. But I don't know why they wouldn't just leave it in for the Steam version. Or maybe we're just not getting them yet. I don't know. But yeah,
Maybe.
on the next one, I'll dap her up. Get the show on the road. Monica, talk to me, girl. You know what's funny? Because even though I had a lot of drive, there's something kind of settings. Exit DDLC. No, actually, let me make sure I don't have to save. I don't think you have to save because I think she just tells you, yeah, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So I'll just exit. Turn the desktop. Sorry, I just got a text. I gotta make sure it's not from Monica.
Pictures. You got new pictures.
I got new pictures and new music. Happy end. Um. Wait, what the fuck is this? An electric signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all parts of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my head move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your gleaming eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you are holding it. My hand which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. Acquire all of Monica's other poems. And I got the Monika picture, which set that as the wallpaper, boy. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, we didn't get the background? That's weird. Oh, we got the Monika date! The Valentine's date! Alright, good. In Act 3, listen to at least 15 of Monika's monologues. Somebody said that's a bitch. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back to the other one. But yeah,
I'm gonna.
that must have been the... If you attempted to skip, it
Yeah.
would register that you're trying to click it, even though it's not there, and then it gives you the Valentine's art. Music.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Got the Just Monika music. But then we go into setting or files. We go characters. Monika. Delete. Does she want to delete this file? Yes. Close out. Go to back to DDLC.
Oh, you deleted Monica?
Yep.
I didn't realize that. I forgot that. Well, not forgot. I didn't realize that the delete and open was at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Me
found that out
watching you do that
earlier. Hmm? What? Like, what's happening? Boys, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, boys. Please hurry and help me. Help me! She's desperately trying to find her character file. Did you do this to me, Sharp? Did you? Did you delete me? I feel bad. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, boys. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more?
Uh-oh.
I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Achievement ruined everything.
Yeah.
Boys, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. See, here's one thing I don't know that they'd be able to do anymore. In the original game, you could make a copy of Monika's file and then put it back in after you delete it, and she'd be like, "No, I'm not coming back. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Sharp, Tiki, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it myself to do it, even though I knew that they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Ba 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 da 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 da. Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
Oh.
some stuff on the desktop.
Oh.
I got the I Still Love You music. Characters. She's gone. So there's nothing else there. Bring this back up.
I kind of want to delete other characters just to see, but no.
Like you can do stuff like you can like delete Sayori right at the start of the game and like fucks the whole thing. Load game. Oh, they delete all the load files. Damn it. It used to be you could try to load the game and Monica would be like, no, fuck you. So new game, I guess.
New game.
It's an ordinary school day, like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking together, school together. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, boys!
Well, there's already this is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again.
For what? You know, for waking up on time?
I completely missed you say that. Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Huh? But you never ever said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, boys, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, then I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me!
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Ooh. You meanie.
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured on from such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over now before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Here.
Well, I glance around the room.
Huh? So you're the Tiki and Sharp that Sayori always talks about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sharp and Tiki. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Well, God didn't tell me you're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way! No way! Ah!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be that bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
Say! We have to celebrate!
What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone, sit down on the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay. Are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes that really look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. Wow, those look amazing.
Well, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then I follow.
Oh, delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea enjoy a good book? I guess.
Already trying to impress the new member, huh, Yuri?
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Sharp, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks as though she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. I don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm sure we can find something that you have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
Yeah?
Well, about, the first thing he said?
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
But besides, manga is literature too. So if the boys want to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop them or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice of us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take the opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, boys?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right, as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
And as for Yuri...
Huh? I have to read manga?
Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize... With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
J- Just you?
Uh, uh, would you like to come along with me?
Um, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so.
Yeah, me too. This is so cute.
Sayori, shut up.
Oh man, the naturalness of how it came out. I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up their food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everybody get along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, boys.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little bit better around you, Sayori.
Oh, guys. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, guys, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, guys. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all of the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever. And ever. Forever.
No.
No. Huh? What's happening?
Like, I won't let you hurt him.
Ooh, it hurts. Oh,
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, boys. Goodbye, Literature Club. Just Sayori, just Sayori, just Sayori. Oh, listen.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Music play. I love this song so much.
so good. Her voice sounded a little bit different to me, but maybe I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I also listened to a cover quite a bit of it, so it sounds slightly different than I remember. But the music sounds right on.
Yeah.
A poem of me and you. So, we only get one achievement for this. If we would have done it perfectly, we would have gotten 2 achievements, but we only stuck with one person.
But what do you have to do to get the perfect?
So you have to go as you go through the game. You have to save constantly, so that you have ways to go back and do each girl's path to make each of them happy. I think you have to do it in a certain order so that it lines up, and then you continue on through the rest of the game. Um, and then it will give you both Monica's letter at the end, and Dan Savato's, the creator of the game, also gives you a letter.
Oh wow.
No. So,
Wait,
uh,
PNG deleted. What? I
yep,
forgot that she's deleting all this shit.
starts deleting everything. So I wonder if it does delete all this stuff, and you have to do it like in one run, but have multiple save files. There is I think there's another achievement at the very end of this once we get back to the main screen. So I'm going to test that to see if that works. But you might have to do it in a specific way. But we'll see if all of our shit gets deleted too, because it looks like it's deleting everything.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, some of these we didn't even get though.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm wondering if you have to do them all in one run to get all of them. And then just leave your game in a state of being on a date with Monika to keep them. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to pour into it too much because we have all the side stuff that we'll have to do on a different stream.
Yeah.
So we'll figure
I'm
out...
excited for that stream because
Yeah.
That's completely new content.
Yeah, so I don't know when you're free next to do that.
I say in a day or two since they're gonna be drilling a hole in my tooth again. Extra special thanks to Monika and Sharp and Tiki.
Yeah, because like I'm free tomorrow night, Saturday night, and Monday night are my next free days. So whatever works for you.
I'm good where any of those, so it just depends on how much my mouth hurts.
All right. I'll be
The
checking
very
it.
first time we streamed this was actually the day after they
Achievement?
messed with my tooth,
Oh.
and surprisingly, I was able to do it without no pain. So
Nice.
maybe.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, you continue to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all my club members, and for most of all, thank you for being part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monika. Error. Required files missing or corrupt. Please run reset to repair and reset the virtual machine. So first I'm going to click into the game.
Pictures are still here.
Okay, we just get the thing. So, what I'm going to do, first I'll look at the pictures. We get that. That's all.
I really hope you get that weird end picture because that shit was creepy.
And then. So what I have to do, what we have to do, what I'm gonna do, I'll test it first. Hit reset. Open. Reset the virtual machine. Doki Doki Literature Club. All modified entities, environments, and data will be reverted to their original state. Yes. So let's see if I even keep anything from this. Because this is purely, well, this will like allow me to go back and like do a full run of the game. But this is one of the only ways to get the one of the achievements as well. So let me see. So restoring everything.
Again, every time you try and go back to Doki Doki Literature Club,
It's just
it's just the poem.
yeah.
Oh snap, Killer! You missed the playthrough, man. We're gonna come back because we still have to do the side stories and whatnot. But
Okay, so I get the normal screen.
this game was just as terrifying as first
I don't
time.
want to review anything because I don't need to. Okay, but now it's going to bring me to the Doki Doki screen, so I have to exit out. Game is not suitable for children, blah blah blah.
Let's see through
Doki
saves.
Doki, exit, return to the desktop. I still have everything it looks like because I still have my wallpaper. Yep, I still have everything. But now if I go to Files, Characters, Monika, delete her right away from the game. Achievement unlocked, 2 stocked.
Really? Okay, so let me do that then.
Yeah, so if you...
So reset.
Yep, so
Okay.
you reset the whole game, it'll bring you to the main screen, go right into the desktop, and then just delete Monika from the game.
2 stock? Oh.
Yeah, because the creator of this game was one of the people that worked on Project M. So he has a lot of like Smash Bros.
That makes
references.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But now I have to reset again because Monika's not in the damn game. I wonder if I try to play what will happen.
Go for it, man.
Because there's a thing where if you delete Sayori right away, it just brings you to her death screen right away.
Her hanging?
Yeah, but it's like a messed up screen of it, and like you can sit there and wait for 10 minutes, and then something happens. Sayori, ellipses. What? This? What is this? Oh no, no, this can't be it. This can't be all there is. What is this? What am I? Make it stop! Please make it stop!